Hi kiddos, today we are going to talk about patterns. Patterns repeat. That means they go over and 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 over again. You learn about patterns in young kinders and kindergarten where we learn that we could do A, B, A, B, A, B. So like red, blue, red, blue, red, blue. You can do circle, square, triangle, circle, square, triangle. And that works in the art room too, but we go a little bit crazy with it. I know, you're surprised, we're going crazy in the art room. So we are going to take all the lines we have learned. Here's my paper. All the lines we have learned. So we learned about straight lines, zigzag lines, bumpy lines, wavy lines, loop-de-loop-de-loos, dotted lines, and dashed lines. And we also learned about shapes. Can't find my shape pictures. Oh, there it is. We learned, am I making you dizzy yet? About circles, ovals, squares, triangles, rectangles, diamonds, stars, and hearts. And we're going to use all those to make things that repeat. Now, one thing that's a little different in the art room is we can do things that repeat that don't repeat with another object. So like circle, 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 circle is repeating, even though it's not circle, square, circle, square, circle, square. So the best way to do patterns or to teach you about patterns is to show you again. We have straight line, straight line, straight line, straight line, straight line, straight line. So in art, we use our patterns to fill up certain spaces. So this is a zigzag line that repeats over and over, a bumpy line that repeats over and over, a wavy line, loop-de-loop-de-loo, dotted line, dash line, and then I did a thick line, thin line, thick line, thin line, thick line, thin line on that one. So using a work of art, I first divided up this paper with a bunch of different lines and then used different shapes and lines to fill in the whole section. So I repeat that shape, that star, until I crash into a big, thick, bold line. Same thing with my lines. I repeat thick line, thin line, thick line, thin line, thick line, thin line, until I get to my zigzag line and my straight line. I did this really detailed in this one using something called Zentangles. And you can learn about Zentangles on the internet if that's something that really is really cool to you. I also use patterns to make a work of art a little bit more interesting. So these are a bunch of flowers in a sunshine and clouds that I used patterns to fill in these little areas, repeating to add what's called texture, how something feels or looks like it feels, and repeats the lines or the bumps or the petals over and over and over again, just to give it a little bit more oomph, more pizzazz in our picture. We are going to make this giraffe during our pattern unit, and I do different patterns in here just to kind of give it a little bit more interest as well. So I hope you're following along and seeing that patterns repeat and they fill up different spaces in the art room. So it doesn't have to go circle, square, circle, square. It can go circle, square, but this whole area is filled in with circles. This one, I filled in all of our petals with patterns. And each petal has a different pattern, but throughout the pattern, those lines and shapes repeat. Patterns repeat. Patterns repeat. patterns repeat. So we're going to use our patterns in our first project. So stay tuned.